Hello, children. It is Dad, and I am here with the fifth installment of Thumbelina, the Odyssey, the ongoing story. But in the meantime, I hope you're all doing well. I've been thinking about you guys a lot. I love you, and I miss you. And I want to remind you that if you ever miss me, you can always ask Mom or Ray to give me a phone call. I'm always here for you. So, just let Mama or Ray know if you ever want to call me, and I'll be here to talk. But last time we left off, Thumbelina was dealing with a poor little dead bird. And on we go, I guess. The mole now stopped up the hole through which the daylight shone and escorted the ladies home. But at night Thumbelina could not sleep, so she rose from her bed, plaited a large and pretty rug of hay, and took it down with her and spread it around the dead bird, laying some soft wool which she had found in the field mouse's room at the sides of the bird, that it may lie warm on the cold earth. "Farewell, you little pretty bird," she said. "Farewell, and thank you for your pretty songs in the summertime, when all the trees were green and the sun shone so warmly upon us." Then she laid her head on the bird's breast, but was very much startled, for it was just as if something inside was going thump, thump. It was the bird's heart. The bird was not really dead. It had been in a swoon, and when the warmth stole over it, life began to return. In the autumn the swallows fly away to warmer lands, but if there is one that is late and gets left behind, it gets so cold that it falls down as if dead, and the cold snow comes and buries it. Thumbelina trembled, so frightened was she, for really the bird was a big creature compared to her. But she plucked up her courage, wrapped the warm wool more closely around the poor swallow, and brought a leaf which had served her as a counterpane, and placed it over the bird's head. The following night she crept down to it. There it was, quite alive, but so weak that it could only open its eye for a second and look at Thumbelina, who stood there with a little piece of touchwood in her hand, for she had no other light. "Many thanks, you pretty little child," said the sick swallow. "I am so nice and warm now. I shall soon get back my strength and be able to fly away into the warm sunshine." "Oh, not yet," said she. "It is so cold outside. It is snowing and freezing. Keep in your warm bed, and I will nurse you." She brought the swallow water in a leaf, and when it had drunk, it told her how it had torn one of its wings on a thorn bush, and therefore could not fly so strongly as the other swallows when they flew away to the warm lands. Then it had fallen to the ground, but it could not remember anything more, and did not know in the least how it had gotten there. The swallow stayed the whole winter, and Thumbelina was very kind to it, and loved it much. Neither the mole nor the field mouse was told a word about it, for Thumbelina knew they did not like birds. As soon as the spring came, and the sun had warmed the earth, the swallows said good-bye to Thumbelina, who opened the hole which the mole had made in the ground. The sun then shone ingloriously, and the swallow asked if she would not go with him. She could sit on his back, and they would fly far out into the green wood. But Thumbelina knew that it would grieve the old field mouse if she left her like that. "No, I cannot come," said Thumbelina. "Goodbye, goodbye, you good, pretty little girl," said the swallow, and flew out into the warm sunshine. Thumbelina looked after it, and the tears came to her eyes, for she dearly loved the swallow. "Kiwit, kiwit," sang the bird, and it flew away into the green wood. Thumbelina was very sorrowful. She could not leave anyhow to go into the warm sunshine. The grain which had been sown in the field over the field mouse's house had grown high in the air, and seemed like a thick wood to the poor little girl who was only a thumb long. "This summer you must make your trousseau," said the field mouse, for by this time her friend, the tiresome mole, had made up his mind that he wanted her to be his wife. "You must have both the linen and wool in your wardrobe, for when you become the mole's bride you must sit down in the best and lie down in the best also." So Thumbelina had to spin away at her wheel, and the field mouse hired 4 spiders to weave for her night and day. In the evening, the mole paid them a visit, and he always talked about the same thing, and said that when summer came to an end, the sun would not be so hot as it was, baked the earth hard as stone. Yes, and when the summer was over, the wedding with Thumbelina was to take place, but she did not like that at all, for she could not bear the tiresome mole. And that's where we're going to end today's video. I hope you enjoyed it very much as I enjoyed reading it to you. I love you little girls so much, and I miss you, and I hope these stories are helping you when you miss me. Remember, you can always call me. Daddy loves you so much. Bye bye.